Good morning. My name is Chris Lyford. Welcome to Mosaic. And Chris Lyford, I work for the Archdiocese of San Francisco in the Communications Department. And I'd like to welcome you to our show today. And today we got a chance to talk and catch this man. His name is Richard Lane. And Richard's a lay Catholic evangelist. And we're going to be talking about him and Richard's Bay Area roots and his work. A very powerful and interesting work. So thanks for joining us today, Richard. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You know, let's get right to it. You have some very significant Bay Area roots, even though you live in St. Louis now. But let's talk about that.
I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia. Went into the military for a few years. Made a stop in Alabama, Indiana, and then a year and a half in Europe. And then in 1988, I got stationed at the Oakland Army Base in Oakland, California. And I lived in Oakland from 1988 to 1998. So loved the Bay Area. My daughter was born in Alta Bates.
And you were here for the Loma Prieta earthquake?
Yes, I was here October 17th, 1989.
Yep.
So 5:04 p.m.
And we're going to talk about some sports connections, very deep sports connections to the Bay Area in a second. And the focus of our show is the fact that you are a lay Catholic evangelist. And we're going to break that down and talk about what that means. Looking forward to it.
Same here.
Let's talk about your dad. Tell us about your dad.
Dad broke into the NFL in 1952. He was a walk-on, kind of undrafted free agent in 1952. He set an NFL record that year of most interceptions in one season. A year later, he was traded to, at the time they were called the Chicago Cardinals, played for them from 1953 to 1959, and then from 60 to 66 he played for the Detroit Lions. Went into the NFL Hall of Fame in 1974. His name was Dick Night Train Lane.
And that father of yours has raised a wonderful son. We got a beautiful picture of you guys there. That's a great shot.
That was taken in 1993. I'm sorry, 1994. That was the 20th anniversary of his induction at the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton.
And I hear you get to go back there every once in a while.
Yes, my brother and I get a chance to go back to the Hall of Fame every year, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful time of being able to celebrate Dad's legacy.
Now, the neat thing is that you go back not just as a child of someone in that legacy, but also as a preacher. That people now know you as the preacher. So tell us about the John Madden story.
So I'm out here in Oakland, California, preaching. I was preaching in San Ramon a couple of years ago, and I just got done preaching. And then after Mass was over, one of the ushers comes up to me and says, "There's somebody that wants to meet you in the back." And I said, "Okay, fine." And I go, and it's John Madden. And I was like, "Wow, good to see you, Mr. Madden." He says, "I knew you when you were a kid." I said, "Yes, you did." I said, "I was there when you guys won the Super Bowl against the Vikings." So about a year later, I go to Canton, Ohio. And the first person I see is John Madden. And he says, "What are you doing here? How come you're not back in preaching at church?" I says, "What are you doing here? Come you're not back at church listening." So Mr. Madden is a great Catholic guy, goes to church every Sunday. He and his wife, very devout Catholics. Great, great guy.
Well, now, you've been preaching up until today. We're recording this on the 25th of February, but you come back to the San Francisco Bay Area at the invitation of pastors, different churches, and you've been at St. Gregory's in San Mateo. Tell us a little story about the football connection.
So I go to St. Gregory's.
Last night. This is last night.
Yes, Monday night I go to St. Gregory's in San Mateo, and I'm doing what I always do, kind of introduce myself to people as they're coming in. And there was a wonderful couple that comes in. I said, "Hi, my name is Richard Lane. How are you?" And he says, "Hi, my name is Tom Brady." I says, "Oh, great to meet you, Mr. Brady." I said, "Did your son let you wear one of the Super Bowl rings he's got?" He says, "No, I left it at home." I said, he says, "Yes, we're Tom Brady's parents." I was like, wow, don't I feel bad? So.
That's wonderful.
And I said, "Your son's going to wind up having one of these in about 7 years. This was my father's NFL Hall of Fame ring." So.
That's wonderful. Now, when we come back, we're going to talk about your ministry, the heart of who you are right now, and we're just really looking forward to it. Folks, you're going to want to hear this. This is a beautiful story. You're watching Mosaic. My name is Chris Lyford. My guest is Richard Lane. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.